Okay, so it is Halloween. I'm headed to my region's write-in. I'm just packing up my stuff. I'm gonna put down my laptop, get it in my backpack. It goes until 1, and I think I'll only be able to write about 500 to 1,000 words in that time period. So I'm gonna come back to my apartment afterwards, and I'm going to continue to write until I make word count for the day, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I'll wake up and I'll start writing again. I don't think I really talked about my strategy, but my strategy is to go big every single day. Last year I was concerned about burning out, so that's why I kind of took my time. But this year, I don't care. I'm gonna go hard. I did take off for November 1st, so I don't have to work at all tomorrow, technically. So yeah, I'm gonna pack and then I'm gonna go. It is a little bit later in the afternoon, a little bit after 12 o'clock. I am heading to the grocery store real quick to stock up on some groceries, and then I'm coming back to write. I wrote 700 words at the restaurant, which I'm really surprised I was able to do that, just because there was, you know, a lot going on and everything. And then I came back and I wrote another 500 more. So right now I'm sitting at a little bit more than 1,200 words. I wanted to reach technically word count goal for the day before I went to sleep, but it was nearing like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I was like up for 21 hours straight, and I just like got really tired really quickly. So I stopped and I went to sleep around 3 a.m. I don't really have a lot of goals for today. I just know I want to write as much as I can, and wherever that lands, I'll have to be satisfied with. I don't want to make this vlog very long, so I should probably stop talking now. Gonna make this quick. It is towards the end of the night. It's almost 9 p.m. I think I'm gonna write for maybe another hour on and off. Right now, as I'm filming this clip, I have about 5.1 thousand words, which is kind of awesome. I'm gonna try to get up to 6,000, but I don't know if I'll make that or not. And I guess you'll see if I do or not, because it's already listed here. I'm really glad I took off work and made it worth it, because I was thinking if I'm taking off work, I better get a lot of words down for the first day. Taking off has since been justified. I really like what I've written so far. I'm currently in the middle of chapter 2, and I'm really glad I have my outline to kind of guide me along. So yes, this is definitely a push to outline your shit. So it is the end of day 2. I wrote over 4,000 words today, and that has left me with a total of 10,111 words. I don't know how I'm doing this right now. I just got back from work, and I've already written 1.2 thousand words for the day. 1.2 is pretty good for Nano standards. It's almost the word count goal of the day. However, I seem to be thinking that 3,000 words a day is my goal. So that's what my average is right now on the Nano site. I am like averaging 3.5 thousand words a day, and I know it's only day 3, but that's the average of the first 2 days. 3.5 thousand words sounds like a good standard to kind of go for every single day. Talk to me next week. That might not be the case, but my goal is to reach 25,000 words by the end of the weekend, and I think I can do it. And tomorrow is also a write-in for my region, and I'm going to do that. Whenever I'm around other people, I just get like really excited to write, so I'm sure I'm gonna write a lot. I think right now I'm just like word vomiting all of Act 1. We'll see what happens when I have to get into Act 2. Since I'm so far ahead, I'll be able to like take a day off just to do some more like outlining and not feel like I'm gonna be behind. I just got back from the NaNoWriMo write-in down at our library. So I went there, I wrote over 2,000 words, which is pretty good for 3 hours. That pushed me over the 15,000 word milestone. So right now I'm at like 15.3. Because of that, I decided that gonna, you know, treat myself. So I got some Taco Bell. It looks heavy, but it's not. I just took a lot of sauce packets. I'm gonna watch a movie, and then after the movie, I'm pretty much just going to start writing again. I wanna try to make another 2,000 words before the night. I'm currently at a really like high adrenaline scene because the pirate crew is just being betrayed by another one right now. I'm also learning a lot about pirate ships, because sometimes halfway through when I'm writing, I'll like stop because I'm like, I should probably know what that word is, and I'll have to like look it up. I have like 2 pirate diagrams up on my tabs for the past, I feel like 5,000 words. Trying to sound intelligent while I don't really know what I'm talking about. I've never been on a ship I don't know anything about sailing, so I'm like trying to learn as I go. I know I'll like be better about it when I go back, but I still want to have some kind of knowledge, so I'm not always putting up brackets being like, look this up, or this is not the word you're trying to use, or something like that. I wrote a lot today. I'm currently at 22,155, I think. I'm really excited. I'm happy with my word count, and I think I'm done for the night. Tomorrow I know I'll hit 25,000, which is insane that I am gonna be halfway through NaNoWriMo by the 6th day. I wrote so far almost 5,000 words today alone. We're all part of the same chapter because I am now at that point where my chapters are really, really long, which they typically are in first drafts. I thought I would kind of rewind to something that went on yesterday with my writing. I wrote a death scene, and it was really sad because I didn't really want to kill this character. I was like battling it even during the brainstorming, but then as I got to the scene where he could have died, it just kind of felt right for the situation, for the characters, and the future character development. To my much devastation, I did have to end up killing him. And I've talked about music and writing the music before, but I was actually listening to these 3 songs on repeat, and I thought I'd share what songs I was listening to. The emotional part of when he actually died. I was listening to Saturn by Sleeping at Last on repeat, and then nearly sobbing at the library because it's such an emotional song. And I like the song because while there is vocals in it, it doesn't come until the very like end of the song. For the next part of the scene is when one of my main characters, this person who died is very, very close to her. I don't really want to reveal who it is. It's devastating for her that he dies in front of her, kind of like going into tunnel vision for her. And for that, because of the tunnel vision keynote, I listened to Assassin's Breathe from the King Arthur soundtrack. It's a very singular feeling piece. Surprisingly, a lot of it is comprised of breath, and the way it goes is very awesome, and I just really love this piece, and it just like totally put me into the mindset of a singular one person, her perspective. And like the breathing kind of went into tunnel vision, and that was the only thing she could hear is the breathing, and then that really helped me with that part of the scene. Then there was the burial, which is still in the same scene because this is a pirate story, so burial at sea and all that business. For that, I listened to Nations of Thieves, which is part of the Black Sail soundtrack. That one's also very emotional, very, very somber, and that was perfect for a burial at sea, so I listened to that when I was writing that part of the scene. Almost done with the first act. I don't know if I talked about this, but I'm following kind of a 3-act structure. I've been watching a lot of video essays on 3-act structures. I really highly recommend them. I'll put my favorite one down in the description. Every act should end on a character making an irrevocable decision. That really struck with me. That's like how I am trying to frame this story. Act 1 was completely outlined. I think that's why I'm able to stay ahead as much as I am, because I had a very clear vision of the first act because I knew how the first act was going to end. However, my second act is more up in the air. I know how Act 2 is going to end. I know the decision that one of the characters needs to make. Now that I know what I'm working up towards, I could honestly take a day just to brainstorm Act 2. I'm looking at my record right now, and it says I'm already at 8 minutes of just talking in this clip alone. This is too much. I think I have about 5,000 to 7,000 more words to write for Act 1. I'm actually really, really excited to write the end scenes. That was like right when I thought of Witch Pirates, this was the scene I thought of, and I'm so excited to get to it and finally write it. I'm adding on an additional scene at the end of the first act, and that's introducing the third perspective in the story, because I have 3 perspectives, but 2 of them are in the first act, and then the final one, he is more introduced towards the end, and he's more of the antagonist character, but it's kind of misplaced antagonism because he can't help it, because that's just how he was raised. Tomorrow in my next clip, I'll be talking about competitiveness. Yeah. So I actually just got home. I went to a movie with one of my friends. I've only been able to write about 1.2 1,000 words today, which is a lot. I really want to continue writing because I'm at a really great part that I've been excited to write about, but I'm also really tired and I could go to sleep right now. I really wanted to break 30,000 today, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I was going to talk about competition. This year, I am very, very competitive with my word count. I don't think there's a problem with being a little competitive when it comes to churning out the words. If you want to go a smaller scale of competitive, you can compete with yourself, which is what I kind of started doing. I am really obsessively comparing my word count this year to my word count last year. In 2016, I didn't get to the word count I'm at now until like 10 days before Nano was over. Another part of the competitiveness was me kind of looking at it and being like, I want to be higher, I want to be higher, I want to be very clear in the lead of myself and of the word count goal of the day. Also, I'm going to say it, I'm also being very competitive with my writing buddies. I have a lot of writing buddies on the Nano site and I order them by word count because I'm seeing these people with the higher word counts as well and I want to be there. So I know that definitely motivates me a whole bunch. I have written over 3,000 words today. I'm up to 32,154. Can't wait to write the rest of this act. I'm currently on the last chapter of the first act. This is the introduction to a new POV. So I've written about maybe 400 words so far of his perspective and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I wrote about 1.3 thousand words so far today. I'm hoping to finish this chapter tonight and then I'm going to stop writing and then I have to start outlining again. Act 2 I have ideas for and a lot of them I've thought of while writing the first act, but now I need to organize all my thoughts and make it into a cohesive outline. I never felt confined to the outline because there's several things that happened in the first draft that I didn't plan that I decided to do a different way than how I wrote it in the outline. So there's still, I feel like sometimes outlining gets a bad rap because people feel like you can't explore other options. You definitely can. I did introduce my third character. He's a boy. Oh my god, I'm in love. And he's kind of like from kind of a religious cult. And those are two things that completely fascinate me. Religion really fascinates me and kind of faith as a whole, just because I'm not religious and I just find religion really fascinating, as well as cults interest the heck out of me. I love learning about cults, I love reading about them, so it's interesting to write a character like that. I've only written 1.3 words so far. I'm not sure if I'm gonna write any more tonight. It's like 8:30 and I want to go to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna try on Netflix over there. I haven't seen Stranger Things. I feel like I'm the only person that hasn't seen that show. I'm about to head to the library. It is like 9:20 in the morning, which is pretty good for me to be up. I've been up kind of since 7, slowly getting ready, and now I'm heading to the library to work all day. I got Nano stuff to do, I got other stuff I need to do, and if I stay here in my apartment, I'm probably not going to get anything done. I am at 37,000 words. I know I'll easily get to 40,000 today. Today I'm wearing my Nicolas Cage t-shirt. I got it at Society 6. There's a lot of like different celebrities like made up, I don't know how to describe it, military wear. When I was looking at all of them, like which one is the most ridiculous? Nicolas Cage. I did outline Act 2, like completely, it's done, and I'm so glad I did that. I'm gonna log in to the Nano Twitter sprints. Hopefully they're doing stuff right now. I'm starting with the first chapter and I always try to avoid having my writing sessions be off like the beginning of a chapter. I've been trying to end my writing sessions on exciting parts, either about to be exciting or in the middle of something being exciting, because then it's more exciting to get back into the writing. I have about 8.4 thousand more to go. Didn't get to write at work today. Work was really stressful. Right now I'm like in a scene where I need to explain things. I'm trying to figure out which beats to hit at certain points in the scene. I haven't really been able to do a good sprint yet tonight just because like I'm too busy trying to figure out what the hell I'm trying to say. It was another really busy day at work today, so I couldn't really do the things I wanted to do. And I've only written about 1,000 words and it's almost 11 o'clock and I think I'm gonna call it a night. So my stepdad's coming over really soon here, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be writing tonight. Yeah, I'm wearing pretty much the same shirt in the past 3 clips. I wanna win. I wanna win over this weekend. I'm not burned out. However, this whole week has been so emotionally stressful for me and draining that I just don't even want to write. And that sucks. Oh, my arm is getting tired. My whole week sucked ass. I wanted to go to bed tonight at 7:30. Tomorrow is finally Friday because I need the weekend so bad. I decided to skip the current scene I'm on just because it's causing me some difficulties with like my writing flow. I don't really have the science behind it yet. I don't really know what I want the outcome to truly be. I don't know kind of the logistics of it. So instead I'm just deciding to skip it. This is hard for me because it's a major scene. So I started writing the next chapter and it's actually really difficult because I'm like trying to get into their mindset of something that hasn't really happened yet. And usually when I skip to the next thing I'm most excited about, it's usually just because I don't really know how to end the scene. All the emotional parts of the scene were already in the chapter, so I still feel it's complete even though I'm not quite sure how to end it. This one I just skipped like a whole scene and now I'm just like, what are the emotions for these characters right now? I have no idea. So that's more difficult for me just because I am such a chronological writer. This is something I'll fix in the second draft. Hey, I just hit 47,000. So I actually woke up very, very sick this morning, but I did hit 50K today. My total word count is 50,075 words. I'm still gonna keep going. I wrote another 2,000 words, so I'm like at 52,000 words right now. I hit 50,000 yesterday, which is crazy. I don't really want to spend too much time writing in December. I thought I was gonna go jump right back into Sharp Hollows in December. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna need a break after this month with writing, and I really want to read and I really want to watch TV. I haven't read it all this month and it feels weird because I really, really wish I was reading Harry Potter, but I'm not. Whew, it's really dark, but this is just a quick update saying I wrote about 2.4 thousand words today. So I'm back at my parents' house for the Thanksgiving weekend. I've only written about 1.2 thousand words so far, so I just broke 56,000. It's about 11 o'clock right now. I'm gonna try to write a little bit more, and then I'm probably gonna pass out. It's Thanksgiving. We're about to head over to my grandparents. I have been writing, and I'm going to bring my laptop to my grandparents' house. Hopefully I can get some more writing in. Molly's hanging out over there. Hi, Molly. Duncan's over there. It is about 9 o'clock, so I need to start writing. I did a little bit of writing today, but didn't get that much done. As expected, I have not done much writing today. I think I've only written like 50 words, if that. I guess we'll see. I'm starting a new chapter. I don't know how much I'm gonna write tonight, but I'm at 58,000 words anyway, so it's like whatever I get is good. The one thing I'm most looking forward to already rewriting for the second draft of Witch Pirates is definitely developing relationships better, especially one that I want to be a romantic love interest for one of the characters. The relationship needs to have better seeds in the beginning, and I just like did not do that. I feel like I'm getting sick and I have not written today, but I'm disappointed that I didn't write today because this is like the first day I haven't written at all. I was doing really good with writing every single day, so I'm watching SpongeBob, which is very interesting watching it as an adult. This is a quick update to say that I've been sick the past 2 days. So I have not been writing and I'm really sad. I'm still at like 59,000 words, which is so hard for me to like not have the mental energy right now to write because I'm so close to 60,000. I'm still sick and I haven't written today. I don't think I am. It's like 8 o'clock and I think I'm gonna go to bed. I really want to hit 60,000. I'm so annoyed that the end of this vlog is like me sick. It's the last day of NaNoWriMo and I'm still sick. My voice is slowly going and walking around tires me out really quickly. I've only been like eating cough medicine. I did manage to write over 1,000 words. I just validated my thing. Yay, I'm a winner. Those are my stats. I was ahead the entire month, which I'm very happy about. I've never been ahead the entire month. I've always been behind the entire month until the 11th hour of the last day. I am a chapter and a half away from the end of Act 2, and then I'm going to start brainstorming Act 3, and then I'm going to try to write it here in December. I'm just so happy with what I've written, and I'm excited to finish it. Still very much in love with Sharp Hollows. Possibly December or even the new year is when I'm going to really hit hard on rewriting that. I need water so much right now, but it's not in here. I want to know how you guys did with NaNoWriMo. If you won, that's awesome. If you didn't, that's still awesome. You're still writing more words than you thought you might have written if you didn't participate at all. I'm gonna let you guys go and I'm probably gonna go to sleep. I'll see you guys soon then. Bye!